New measures are now in place to keep some local students safe while at school. We'll have a look at the new locking system. And the University of Kentucky responds to a lawsuit on abuse within an athletic program.
Plus, we are tracking a busy week of weather. Those details coming up as Mountain News First at 4 continues.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
Administrators with one school system have installed a new safety feature in their high school. Electronic access door locks have been installed in Harlan County High School. Each exterior door and classroom door now has a new lock, allowing administrators to further manage access to the building. HCS Police Chief Matt Cope says the old locks were high quality, but they were also problematic in their design.
The previous locks, the teacher would have to manually lock that door with their keys. So it was resulting in having an effect on their instruction, having to go back and unlock and lock the doors. So when we started looking at new systems, I really liked the concept of the electronic access control system.
Cope says it's a requirement for schools to have doors locked while students are in the classroom. Coming up at 6, we'll take a closer look at how the system works. Hundreds of people gathered at Knott County Central High School on Saturday night, enjoying music as the community continues to recover. The event was headlined by country music legend Clint and was opened by Knott County native Tyra Madison. The concert was presented by Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, but organizer Dustin Combs says the goal was to raise awareness for the Knott County Community Foundation.
We would love to see this grow into an annual or even an event that happens 2 times a year, so that we're able to get used to the venue, to offer things for the community, to again build our foundation and the supports that we can do.
The Knott County Community Foundation and the Foundation for Appalachia, Kentucky presented the Knott County Long-Term Recovery Group with a check for $25,000.
We are tracking some dry and warm weather on this Monday, but possibly a few showers and maybe a thunderstorm as we go into this evening. Upon first alert pinpoint Doppler, for now, no big issues and no rain across the region right now. But notice we are tracking this boundary close to the Ohio River, and that could spark possibly a few showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two as we go into your Monday evening. Notice a severe thunderstorm watch, also a few warnings in West Virginia, also pushing into Virginia. For most of us, no big issues, but possibly a couple of thunderstorms as we go into this evening. Most of us have a level 2, slight risk of severe weather in place. Will everyone see severe weather? No. And most of us see no rainfall this evening, but possibly a couple of showers and maybe a few thunderstorms as well. A live look from the WYMT studios. We are dry, also under some sunshine. Those temperatures are warm on this Monday. We should be in the upper 60s. Most of us right now in the middle to lower 80s, and we stay under some more mainly clear skies as we go into this evening, also tonight. But notice we are watching out for possibly a couple of showers or thunderstorms, but some higher rain chances are set to return by Wednesday. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. Today begins Work Zone Safety Awareness Week in the Commonwealth. Kentucky transportation leaders want to make sure drivers and workers alike are doing their part to keep everyone safe. The state saw a spike in work zone incidents last year. Now highway supervisors are stressing the importance of safe driving so everyone can get home safe.
The kinds of people that we have out there, their mothers, their fathers, brothers, sisters. Our office is very dangerous. It's the roadway, because I want to get the job done, but I want everybody to go home.
This year, road crews will get extra training specific to their work zone, teaching workers to use tools like rumble strips, crash cushion vehicles, personal protective equipment, and more. The University of Kentucky is responding to a federal lawsuit involving the swim program. 2 women are accusing the school of letting former coach Lars Jorgensen foster a, quote, toxic, sexually hostile environment. The plaintiffs say the school failed to investigate inappropriate sexual relationships and assaults in the program. UK responded to the lawsuit in a statement saying the school takes concerns about employee conduct seriously. Coach Jorgensen resigned in June. A Northern Kentucky family is suing 2 restaurants for serving alcohol to minors. Sean Smith's family claims the 19-year-old and other minors were served alcohol at Twin Peaks and Kick Shots in Florence. Afterwards, Sean was sitting on the back of a car when the driver took off, throwing him to the ground. They say the alcohol contributed to the incident, leaving the teen in a coma. Now his family is suing both restaurants for gross negligence.
Sean was thrown from the back of it, broke multiple bones in his skull and in his spine, and suffered a brainstem injury that has left him basically a coma ever since.
The driver involved in the incident that injured Smith entered a plea to serve 3 years in jail. The family's attorney says the odds Sean will come out of this coma are getting worse. A masterful finish over the weekend in Augusta, Georgia, golf's first major of the year.
His stardom confirmed.
Scotty Sheffler became just the 7th man to win twice at the Masters in a 3-year span. The total purse for this year's Masters is $20 million, with the winner taking home a record $3.6 million. Sheffler also gets the coveted green jacket and an invitation to next year's tournament. The best and brightest rising stars in women's basketball will hear their names called tonight in the WNBA Draft. Record breaker Caitlin Clark is expected to be the first pick. She's just one member of an incredibly talented group that could make the women's league more popular than ever. CBS's Jan Crawford has a preview of tonight's star-studded draft.
You make a lot of jokes about women's sports, don't you, Michael?
In a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live ahead of tonight's WNBA Draft, Caitlin Clark roasted Weekend Update co-host Michael Shea for running down women's basketball.
I can't wait to give this to my girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend, Michael.
She also gave a shout-out to those who paved the way.
Thanks to all the great players like Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper, the great Dawn Staley, and my basketball hero, Maya Moore. These are the women that kicked down the door so I could walk inside.
Clark is expected to go to the Indiana Fever as the top pick of the draft after an historic season where she shattered Division I scoring records and took her Iowa team to the NCAA National Championship game.
Martin on the drive. O'Grady gets denied. Cardoso gobbles it up.
But Camila Cardozo and the University of South Carolina capped their undefeated season with the title. 18.7 million people tuned in, making it the most watched basketball game, men or women, in 5 years. And Cardozo, named the game's most outstanding player, is also expected to be a top pick, along with 2021 national champion Cameron Brink of Stanford and Angel Reese of LSU. But for many, Clark is the headline, and with good reason.
She's already having a very tangible impact on ticket sales.
Ben Pickman covers the WNBA for The Athletic.
It's not just a matter of great players suddenly appearing over this last year, but it is from media companies. It is from outward brands supporting players. There's just overall more investment in the sport, and that is translating into further interest.
Jan Crawford, CBS News.
Coming up on First at 4, Americans have more credit card debt than they do emergency savings. Why people are having trouble putting away money and how to find ways to cut costs.
Plus, we are dry and warm this afternoon, but we could see possibly a few showers and storms by this evening. Those details coming up.